To celebrate 700,000 followers, I'm doing a macaron tutorial. I've been making this recipe for years, and it definitely guarantees a stable yet light and airy macaron shell. Macarons aren't quite the crisis of a cookie people deem them to be, and they're actually fairly simple. You just need the right recipe and instructions. So for step 1, all you're going to do is blend up your powdered sugar and almond flour in a food processor to eliminate any chunks that you may have. I usually do this twice, but that's not necessary. Step 2, wipe down your mixing bowl and saucepan with lemon juice to eliminate fat residue. Step 3, take 1 portion of your egg white and add it to your dry ingredients to form a paste. This is also the stage where you want to add your food coloring. Step 4, add your other portion of egg white to your mixing bowl. Step 5, you're going to add your sugar and water to a saucepan and put it over medium-low heat. If you have a food thermometer, you can wait till it gets to 244 degrees, or you can do what I do and do the raindrop method. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get a glass of cold water and continuously add your syrup into it. And once it gets to a stringy consistency, you're going to start beating your egg whites on high speed. And while your egg whites are beating, you're going to continue to add your syrup into the cold water until it is able to hold its shape, kind of like this. And now for step 6, you're going to slowly add your syrup down the side of your mixing bowl. You're going to let this whip up for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then you can add whatever flavoring you want. And at this point, it should be a soft peak. And now for step 7, you're going to slowly start adding your meringue into your paste. The whole point about mixing this is to try to get the air bubbles out. So what I usually do is I fold the batter and then I spread it out kind of like this. And you're going to continue doing this until you're able to form a figure 8. Also, what I love about this method is that it's very difficult to overmix your batter. And now for step 8, you're going to add your macaron batter into a piping bag and pipe them out onto a parchment paper lined tray. For step 9, you're going to tap your tray on your counter to eliminate all the air bubbles. And if you see in this next clip, I usually turn my tray to just make sure I have all the air pockets out. And if you're like me and you don't have tons of trays to use, just slide the parchment paper right off and continue piping. And for step 10, you're just going to let your macarons sit on the tray for about 45 minutes until the tops are dry, and then you're going to add them to your oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 17 minutes. And for step 11, I usually puncture my macaron shells to make sure that the filling doesn't seep out the side. And lastly, all you have to do is add your filling, smush the shells together, and you are done.